Hello all, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Welcome to another grand installment of Greg Tech New Horizons. My hair's all over the place. How are we doing all? Hopefully you're all having an absolutely fantastic day. Today, we finished this task. This task we've been working towards for such a long time, and it is EBF. EBF time, to be exact. Now, we have gone and, I have gone and finished making all these different ingredients. Although it says incomplete, the task has actually completed, as you see, in green. Apparently, I think we only actually need to make the controller itself, which I find a little bit annoying, but never mind. We do have all the ingredients, as you see right here. Do you know what? I don't know how I didn't notice this last time. I think these filters are still on. Wrong filter. How about I turn that color correction off? That should make things a little bit nicer. How about that? I can't believe I left that on last time from when we were playing Thief. So yes, I've got all these EBF items, so we can now make our electric blast furnace. However, before we make the electric blast furnace, we need to actually sort of redefine our power ever so slightly here. So what I need to do, at the moment, we only have, the one battery buffer with one steam turbine and one combustion engine. That's not really going to cut it, because this is a multi-block structure, and any multi-block structure that we have, once we do a craft, if it doesn't complete the craft, it voids the items, and I cannot be affording to void items, so we need to update our power. And since we are going to be updating our power, we're also going to be sort of updating the base now. We're not going to redefine everything. I think the setup we have over here is pretty good, but as you can see, I've got the chunk borders up, so I think it's time we actually rejig all of this that we have here, because we are going to need everything chunk aligned now. When we start getting to multi-block structures, this is going to be very important. Now, we only have the EBF at the moment, and we don't have the freeze box, room, whatever. So that doesn't really matter at the moment. But what we do need to do is sort of tear this down and move it over a bit. However, we can't just simply tear everything down, because as you can see in the distillery, we've got plenty of items here. Now, I can just void it. I probably will void the creosote oil, because I'm making that just pretty much passively. But this lubricant I've got stored, I've left it running a little bit too long. So as you can see, my tanks are already full, and this is backed up a little bit here. So we have to make some cells to start off with. We do have this going still. I'm going to try and leave some machines going as long as possible, but we are going to have to mix things up. As well as that, we are going to have to now make brand new machines, as in we're going to need more battery box storage, we're going to need more steam turbines, or maybe even more combustion generators. I think combustion generators may be a little bit better to start off with, just because we have still got full creosote here. Things are filling up slightly now, as you can see here, but I am slowly draining this tank. But this is purely through filling up batteries. So we are going to have a bit of a storage again. So for the time being, I may make more combustion engines just to get things started off, and we can drain some more power. So let's switch these two over now. I suppose I'll leave those two in there. So these can all generate power, and then we've got all this free again. We do need to take a trip over to the old miner as well today, because we haven't been over there in a little while. So how about we reset the miner first, and then we'll come back. So I'm actually going to take those two batteries back just for right now, and then we'll get on with how we're doing everything. I think that's the best way forward, really. So it's been a little while since we went over to the miner, so hopefully technically it probably is done. I don't remember whether we left batteries in it or not. I believe we did, but it's probably been 2 episodes or so since we went over there, because we haven't really needed coal since I sort of switched things back to charcoal for a time. But never mind that. Things will be all good. But I'm excited for today. I'm excited to not get rid of the primitive blast furnaces. We're definitely still going to be using them after all, because they are our quickest and main way of getting steel. But I'm hoping this EBF is going to definitely speed up the old process, because it's been a slow grind for quite a while now. So these batteries are dead. It does look like there are still things to be used as well, so we'll have those plugged in. We've got 8 of them, that's alright, so they'll keep going. What do we have in here? We've got magnetite. We do have a little bit of coal here. Anything else of interest, really? I don't remember what magnetite can really be used. Impure coal dust. We can probably use this coal dust for stuff, I imagine. And we've got some crushed coal ore. This must be all from small, though. And coal ore. So, as a quick glance, I don't believe we can actually turn this into coal itself. We can centrifuge it, but we can just wash it to get coal. We can get some lignite dust out of it. but it doesn't look like we can actually do anything specifically with it, unfortunately. We'll probably just have to use it as a burnable resource as it is. So we can use it in some things, as you can see here. We can use it in different crafting. We do have to get into some thorn craft very soon, to be honest. Smelts the same as any other type of item. Interesting. Mixer to make dark steel. Interesting. We're a long way from that. Redstone alloy, though. Redstone alloy dust. This could be actually useful to us. Now, we do need this raw silicon dust, which we cannot make yet, but this gives us the redstone alloy dust, because at the moment our redstone alloy is copper and redstone. So, just as a quick tangent, what can we get here? Raw silicon or zircon? I'm sure we can get it in other ways. I'm sure we can get this dust in other ways. Either if it's by a byproduct of something else. Because it doesn't always tell us, like this. Magnesium insertus dust to get raw silicon. Didn't tell us that. We don't exactly have magnesium, but we probably can get some other stuff. But yeah, that's a major tangent. So this is all going to be useful. It is all going to be useful. So let's leave that there and we'll come back in a little bit, I think. And we'll be sweet. We will be sweet. Hello, I'm first. Bro, what is this? Activity Maximus. We are... Well, what we were just doing was changing around the miners. But welcome on in, Axe. You are first in. You are first in. I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. No worries at all. Seems there was a bit of lag before messages started coming in. How are we doing today, Alex? Hopefully having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back in GregTech, where we finally have all the ingredients necessary for the EBF. So I'm very excited for that. I think for right now, I might just put all these... Well, not the coal, but I think I'll put all this other coal stuff in here. And this coal we can actually smelt up, because we might as well. I have been slowly grinding away at actually getting, as you can see, some coal coke. We are getting a little bit more, so we can get some steel relatively quickly soon. Depending on how much we're actually going to be using and having combustion engines being used. Oh, sorry, dog. There's a dog underneath me, by the way. I'm hoping we can use up all this combustions here. Thank you for the drink. I am already halfway through it, but thank you very much. Awesome. Awesome indeed. You must be thirsty. I kind of am, to be honest. I kind of am, but I don't exactly have the most amount of fluid on hand at the moment. Right, let's put the lithium in there, and we'll put that in there. In fact, that one's already done. So I'll leave that to fill. So yes, right. We need to start tearing things down. We're going to start from left to right, although we need to obviously do this, as I said. So let's get this up. It's O. And we want to make ourselves very quickly in LV. We want to make some of these large steel fluid cells. So this we're going to need double steel plates and some bronze rings. Okay, maybe we just go for the other ones because they're cheaper. Empty cells, exactly. Tin plates. Tin plates, and then all this requires is... Tell me how to make empty fluid cells, please. Here you go, a bending machine. Tin plates and a bending machine, so that's going to be easy peasy. And apparently I claimed stuff. I didn't mean to claim stuff. Never mind. Never mind. These loot bags will do at some other time. We're actually gaining quite a few. Well, we will have quite a few loot bags. Anyway.
I see it's your first time here, Sir_Dimius. Welcome.
Sir_Dimius. How are we doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully having an absolutely wonderful day. I feel like it's meant to be pronounced more Damius. But welcome. How are we doing? Hopefully having a flippin' swell day. I nearly swore there, but never mind. I've already forgot what I was doing, chat. I was making tin. Tin plates. Do I have any other tin plates? I should have just done this. It's a lot quicker. If I have tin plates somewhere else, doesn't look to be the case. No, definitely not. So for these cells, it was just single plates, wasn't it? Universal fluid cell. No, I want empty cell, which is in a bending machine. 1 plate to 1 cell. Sweet. So if we do 64 plates, that's 64 cells. That should be more than enough. So we'll leave that one going first, but we can start always tearing down the rest of this, though. So we are going to need this axe as well. And hopefully that... Yeah, I've had a feeling that might happen. I don't believe we're going to need the lathe or anything like that for a time. So we can break all this down too. Anything in here? We have a few bits. We're going to need a little bit of a dump chest, I think. So we should tend to that. I want that. Screw it, I'll break you for now. Where should we have a dump chest? Just out here. This one looks prime. I didn't know I could just spin things like that, but never mind. Let's throw all that in there. We'll put our machines in here as well, because why not? Need a safe place for them after all. Lathe is going to be done. I'm going to have to leave these here for right now, but that's okay. Extruder, you'll be fine to take. Mixer. Now, the mixer has got a lot of wet concrete, which I wanted to use. But for this, we needed the fermenter, I believe, to turn it into regular concrete to then make more bricks. The water I don't mind voiding, but the concrete I do. So we'll leave that one. The washing can go straight away. In here, we've actually got quite a lot of stuff in there. We'll have to come back to that. Up here, we've got a bit as well. How about we just do that in there? Sweet. Macerator, I don't believe there's anything in there we need. Assembler, there's nothing in there. Loads of stuff in here. That can... Oh, it's actually finished. Well, for right now, that's in a different chunk, so we can actually leave that in there. Just going. So what this is doing basically is giving me a load of quartz at the moment. In here, we've got loads of rubber. The rubber would be good, actually. The rubber would be good. So we'll leave that in there. This one we can take, the electrolysis. We started that earlier on. The polarizer we don't need. The canning machine we don't need. What do we have? The forming press is something I only just use in order to get asbestos sheets. In order to make our EBF fluid extractor. We've got no fluid in there. And then in the ring mold, we've got nothing in there. Sweet. Some of these machines are a little bit annoying, but that's okay. That's okay. What do we have here? The cutting machine. We don't need that. And we're nearly there, actually, on space. Right, let's dump everything. All the machines first. Then the molds, and then we might as well do the dusts and stuff in there as well. Sweetness. Now, I do have a dolly, so what I might do is keep those separated. And I'll just use the dolly to move everything around. I did use the dolly to just move the tanks, which made things very nice. So, let's run through here. Don't really have a specific place for them right now, so they could probably just sit here. Now, can I pick up these? Oh, lovely. I didn't know if I could pick up these large chests, but never mind. Hello, Lulu. The dog is being quiet if you don't want to take him. Thank you for the little lurk there, Alex. Thank you. I'm going to be listening along. No worries at all. Thank you so much. Right, so that's still crafting away, but that's okay. We can start tearing down the rest of this while it's going. So we are going to need some wire cutters now as well. That one's still going, so I'm going to have to just rip off some of these. Now, I do need to go back and read the quest a little bit when we go into doing some things, because I need to figure out how to actually power out this EBF effectively. It's annoying that we're going to have to leave that there, but never mind. This can all be broken, though. This is just purely for water. What's this one? Ah, this is for the combustion. That we don't need. That we don't need. We don't need you powered either. Sweet. I feel like we're getting there. That's going to have to sort of stay like that at the moment, though. There you go. So that is where all our fuel is coming from. So let's see what else. We can take these plates out and we'll move them outside for right now. Might as well put them in the dump chest. And apparently I used an 8x10 cable along the way somewhere. I don't remember doing that exactly, but never mind. Never mind. So when I think about this, powering this, as you can see at the moment, we've got our bronze thing here. We've got all the power going on underneath, but I believe there is sort of a specific way to build this EBF. So I'm going to have to read for that as well. But I believe the hatches and input hatches can go on any way that I want, but the controller has to be in a specific place. I do want that sort of central though, and the coils have to be in a specific place. Now I'm thinking I want to be able to walk all the way around it. So a lot of people, they like to dig it in one, which isn't a bad idea because it is a 4-tool structure instead of just an ordinary 3-tool. So I do like the idea of that, but I think I'm gonna keep it on the same level. So I do want a 2x2 space as well around it. If we look at the old F9, here is the corner. So if I do have it here, that's actually going to be 3 on the back. So if I have it in this space here, That gives me 2 all the way around. It does sort of dip into our 3-way corridor, but that's okay. Now, when we have this made, what I'm going to be doing is hopefully I'm going to be doing a bit of wall sharing. So I'm going to be expanding this way towards the center of this place, really, because I'm going to be having crosses all around. So we're going to go along here where we're going to wall share. So then there's going to be 2 more spaces and then a final 2 spaces. So by the time we have 3 machines, should be up to here, in theory. Should be right. So I think we should get something proper here. I don't know what we are going to use as a sort of base block for right now. So we can use a bit of a placeholder, something other than cobblestone, I think. Maybe we can use some brick. We may need to use brick at some other point, but for right now, we haven't used brick in quite a while, and it seems like a pretty solid industrial structure to me. So we only need 9. Then we will sort of decorate around it as well at some point. So let's have a quick look at how we actually build this thing. But first, are you done? You are done. Now, to make these empty cells, what were you in the bending machine? You were on 12. Okay. We want number 12, please. And then we just throw all of these in. That should make a stack of those. Lovely. Right, so back into here. We want multi-block goals and in here. So in order to get aluminium, blah, 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 we know that. You need 2 LV hatches, which we have, with 4 amps of 32 volts in total. So that means we are going to need, well, we could technically do 8-way cable of 1 battery box. That would give it 4 volts each, in theory. But I think I'm going to do 2 separate battery boxes on either hatch. Or actually not, maybe I won't do 2. It depends how good the steam turbines are, actually. It depends how good the steam turbines are, because I could have a steam turbine directly onto the EBF, but we have to make sure that we don't overamp it. So I think I will go battery box. We have to just figure that out. We'll probably have to reread the battery box section. Or 3 LV hatches with more power if the multi-block is not fully repaired. Well, hopefully we're going to keep this fully repaired. That's to use the maintenance hatch. A few recipes for use CO2 or SO2. Don't know what that is. Sulfur oxide, maybe? As a fluid. You can put an output fluid hatch to the top layer of the EBF to complete it, otherwise it gets auto-voided. So I didn't actually need that fluid hatch. Oh wait, yeah, it's a hatch. I see. I could do an output hatch. This is the minimum. So input bus is obviously inputting items, output bus is outputting items, then I've got input hatch, that is for fluid, but I don't have an output hatch on this. That's fine. We'll just void anything for right now. Later on, we're probably going to want to save it, but I don't know if there really is any sort of byproduct for steel, but we'll have a look into it. It depends on the muffler hatch how much fluid you can recover. We do have a muffler hatch. Bart's Platinum series recipes output fluids on the bottom, so if you want to do platinum stuff later, remember that, okay. Morons always say, make muffler mount up, or point up, or anyways. If you want a really fancy EBF, you can add more input fluid hatches and store different fluids in each one. We're not going to be doing that. If you really, right, EBF also has a heat adjustment of 1000 Kelvin for each power tier above or below MV. You can only make LV energy hatches right now, but installing 2 LV hatches will overclock the EBF to MV power, eliminating the 100k penalty and setting the initial heat of 180. So technically we didn't need 2 hatches then, but we needed a MV, we needed 2 to make it an MV hatch. That's a little bit annoying. So we could have used this for steel maybe earlier on if it was an LV recipe. I should have read this first, really, shouldn't I? As you upgrade your EBF over the course of the game, this heat adjustment will increase. 2 MV energy hatches overclocked to HV will add 100 Kelvin. 2 HV energy hatches overclocks to EV to give 200 Kelvin. And so on. Coals only sets the base value. Okay, this adjustment does not apply to Vulcanus, don't know what that is. If the pollution gets really bad, check the GT multi-block for pollution, scrubber, or upgrade your muffler. Interesting. So does the muffler get away pollution? By the way, this doesn't tell me how to build it. If the muffler gets rid of pollution, outputs the pollution might cause things. Do not obstruct the output. Reduce pollution to 100%. Recover 0%. Right. So this causes... I'm going to need this outside. Why are you carrying the dog, Lulu? Put the dog down. What is the dog doing? Fair enough. Lulu's got a busted leg and is deciding to carry the dog. Right, so if this is a pollution-based thing, what do we do? I can't have it outside, otherwise it will explode. We may just have to wear our suits the whole time. Which is okay, eventually we will get the scrubber, but that does mean we do need to wear this suit. Now, I do actually need to repair this suit, so we're going to have to do that first. But anyway, let's figure out placing of this stuff then. The first thing's going to go here, I believe. This is our center thing. Then I believe it's 2 coils, and then it's casings at the top. And I believe anywhere on this machine we can have any of the things. So I think probably from the back we're going to have various pipes and stuff. So I think we should have a input bus on this side, and then we should have a input hatch. So there goes our food. There goes our items in, water in, and then we should have our output bus. So in here, out here, which makes sense. We should probably have our power on this side as well. Now it said about here the muffler to be pointed up. So this means we can't actually block this. Do I have to have it? Morons always say make muffler point up or point up anyways. Do I have to? Is that required? I feel like I've seen it where it doesn't point up. Right, how are we doing for here? That only made 32. We're going to need to get a bit more tin then. Oh no, we're actually out of tin. That's not good. I wasn't expecting that. We do have some fluid in here, but they're filled with stuff. What's more important to us then? So in here, hang on, do we have more tin around? We've only got 2. All right, what if I do, is it cassiterite? Oh, here you go. We do actually have some cassiterite. That's fine then. That can be smelted then. And we can get a bit more tin. And we'll do the smelting in here because it's obviously quicker. Now, do we have more cassiterite? Hopefully we have more cassiterite. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't have more cassiterite. 115. Perfect. Any more anywhere else? Oh, we've even got more in here too. Sweet. We may have to go mining somewhat soon. But never mind. For right now, that's good. We'll get rid of these machines first. So the concrete, I would say, is more important than the lubricant. So let's pick that up. Wow. We didn't even manage to pick up that much. That's really not good. That's a stack of molten concrete. There's 144 per one. Ah, we may just have to void it then. Oh well, c'est la vie. Unless it holds its inventory, which I doubt it. Yeah, definitely not. Never mind, never mind. I'm not going to wait all this time to do that either. You can keep going. Oil, though. I suppose I'm growing oil. I'm growing oil for completely free, aren't I? So, that was pain. That was pain. Never mind. Let's put all that back in there. Sweetness. Oh, missed 2 machines. So, did I put a hatch in it? Yeah, maintenance hatch. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. Right, so quickly do that too. So we got energy, we got that. We want maintenance hatch. The maintenance hatch, I think we should actually have at the front. So that way I can obviously easily maintain it. I'm going to try. Oh, I've just realised. I can't do this way. Do you know why? I need to have my coils there. Forgot about that. So how about we have our 2 coils here. And then we have our input there. And then we'll have our power here. It'll be a bit strange. That's fine. And then I think we should have our muffler hatch there. Hopefully that works. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't. Now the rest should, in theory, be casings like so. So we want this here. This is very important. So that's all correct. Is that formed? No, I've got 2 missing. I'm assuming one needs to be here then. Does that form? Certainly not forming. Pipe is loose, screws are loose, something is stuck, platings are dented, circuitry burnt out, that doesn't belong there, incomplete structure. Well that's not good. I believe I need to do a bit of maintenance then. Click with a tool to repair. Is there like a maintenance tool? Or a maintenance kit? Needs maintenance cover. Attached to multi-block controller, emits redstone signal if needs maintenance. Okay, technically that is a maintenance thing, but not what I thought it was. How do I do maintenance? There is this. This is something I did claim as a reward. I'm hoping this is all I need to do, put this bit of tape on it. I'll read it first. So I believe it is in one of these here. What do I have to do with this said tape? This. If you can't fix it with this, use more of it. It's a big load of duct tape. What did I do? What did I do? Is that right? I don't know what I've done. Tape this. What's this used for? Used for a cassette tape. It's used to make maintenance hatches. Oh, that's interesting. That can't be shared. That's probably wasted it, but never mind. Apparently, I just read that you can't have it wasted. So, I don't know what do I do in here. Do I put a wrench in here? Click with tool to repair. Is it there's like a repair tool? Auto maintenance hatch. For automatically maintaining multi-blocks, 4 duct tapes, 2 lubricant cells, 4 steel screws, 2 HV circuits for each auto repair. Interesting. This isn't telling me how I actually do maintenance. I thought this would tell us. Obviously we do need to power it, but it should form. Maybe we'll try putting the muffler facing up. Now we don't, it does say don't block the hole, but we'll see how this goes. I instantly put it back. Oh, here's where the last one might go. It has to keep the heat in. So maybe it has to do that. Let's do that first. Go green. Nope. Nothing else is connecting to it. How do you build this thing? I thought this was it. You can put chips in here? Well, I'm not liking this. I'm going to put that muffler hatch back sideways because clearly that wasn't the problem. And then we'll just block up the top. And I'm going to have to look up how you actually build this sucker. So, GTNH EBF setup. The electric blast furnace. I've seen something that's wrong. Which is a bit annoying, actually. So we are actually going to need a little bit more cobblestone. It'd be great if it actually told us how to build this thing, but never mind. We're going to have a weird kink in our roof, but that's fine. So the muffler hatch does need to be pointing upwards, but the reason it needs to be pointing upwards is because it goes in the center. Let's actually put this magnet on, so we don't have to worry about things flying away. So the muffler goes up like that. And then this goes here. So only that one went green. Only one went green. What? When you know it's built correctly, that goes green. So what have I done wrong? Right, the bottom layer. Place the controller in the front sensor. The input hatch, input bus, output bus, maintenance hatch, and energy hatches can go anywhere on the bottom layer. Oh. The top layer goes in the center of the top layer, facing upwards. Rotate to the wrench if needed. It must have an empty air brick above it. The output hatch, if used, goes in any of the 8 spots. Fill in the rest with... Right, so output goes on the top, input goes on the bottom. That's how this goes. So this can't be here, this can't be there. That can be there. So how about we do it a little bit differently? Let's do it a little bit differently then. Let's have our inputs going from the front then. So if our inputs go on the front, then our outputs can go on the back. So inputs and inputs, yes. See, they're changing color now. Is that going to change color? Yeah. Right, output we'll put on the same side. That should change color. Output hatch has gone on the top. Maybe we do keep it all on the back then. Output. Change color, please. That's the output bus. Input hatch, input bus, output bus, maintenance energy hatches, they can go on the bottom. The output hatch. Oh, I don't actually have an output hatch. Oh, this is so infuriating. Right, fluid at the back. I'm trying to think of sharing as well. That's the problem here. That's also not changing color. This is going to be manual to start with anyway. So let's go input hatch there. Output hatch there. We'll do LV hatches here, I believe. Main energy hatches, yeah. Energy hatches here. And we'll do maintenance hatch here. So maintenance done at the back. Then we'll do input hatch here for now. Now these aren't changing color either, which is a little bit concerning. But if we put these 3 in here, is that going to change? Yeah, right. We have it fully built. We have it fully built. It's weird how some of it starts. Right, so this needs to have a view of the sky. Or not the sky. It needs to have its blocks not impeding on anything. So this isn't actually needed anymore. For right now, anyway. Let's move that. And what we're going to do is, because I do want this pocket sort of area. There you go. So then we can do this. That'll stop it from being impeded as well as having space. for the pollution to go around. And that is now our first EBF. Hello, slime. Sweet. Right, F7 quick. How are we doing on mobs? Not bad inside. Outside? Mobs are a problem. Don't want anything dropping on our heads. Sweetness. We are probably going to have to get water back in there at some point, but for right now, this is fine. This is fine. I don't think we need these chunk boundaries anymore. Right, so here's our EBF. You are nearly done. We'll let that finish. We'll let that finish. Vending machine, I think you'll do it. Sup, boys? How are we doing? How are we doing, Pappy? Welcome on in, welcome on in. Hopefully having an absolutely fantastic day. Welcome to Greg Tech New Horizons, where we're making the EBF finally. I can go there. That can all stay there. Right then. EBF. EBF. So now this requires the 4 amps of power. So we're going to go back and quickly read how this bad boy works. It seems you've made the electrical age. Don't be so quick to throw away your steam machines. Not that then. Steam. This. It's not explaining how electricity works. I mean, I sort of know how it works anyway, but I was hoping it would... Here we are. As noted on the tooltip, you can use a machine hull to pass EU through at 1 amp. Okay. This can be useful for a 1 amp diode or thermos servers, splitting cables from 4 amp to 1 amp. Or in a clean room later. You can also pass items or fluids through it. So you have an LV machine hull. This is not what I thought it was going to tell me. Well, not having a fantastic day again. Why is that? I was about to go out to watch a movie, but my car battery has died. That does not sound good at all. How did it die? What's this? Oh, did this tell me? Ah, here you go, safety first. For those new to Greg Tech, here are some tips and warnings about electricity. Machines don't like being out in the rain and will start fires nearby. Fires next to a machine have a random chance to explode. Also, sending a higher voltage than a machine's tier can cause an explosion. Or several if you pack things together, like many people. Sending more amps than a machine can handle doesn't harm anything though. Amps we can send, voltage we can't. I don't know, that's pretty sucky. Sending too high a voltage or too many amps down a cable will cause the cable to burn up and start fires, which may cause the machines to explode, cause machine explosions. Make sure the number of amps provided by generators and buffers to a wire does not exceed the amps it is capable of carrying. A generator that supplies 1 amp can possibly feed multiple machines if their recipe requires less than the full voltage. For example, a macerator doing ore only needs 2 EU per tick, so you can run several off of a single amp generator, as long as the wires aren't too long. Why? Because there's loss over every amp for every block. Listed on the wires and cables. Note that cables are better. I shouldn't it's meant to be sent. Cables are better than wires, but be careful. Sometimes a recipe needs a lot of EU than you can expect, like a macerator, sand, quartz, dust recipe. I can't believe that's where it says it. Most machines only use 1 amp, however, there are an exception, such as the arc furnace, thermal centrifuge, wall accelerators, and UU matter machines. Note the machines can accept more amps than they use, usually 2, in order to top up their energy supply, especially if you didn't receive most of the amps because of loss. Mostly a problem at LV, which we're finding. The formula is EU per tick of recipe times 2, divided by the voltage tier plus 1. God, that's very, very complicated. Keep this in mind when deciding cables. Some machines are specifically for dealing with multiple amps, such as battery buffers, transformers, and diodes. If you want to send more amps, use a larger cable or a superconductor MV+, but ultra low voltage and low voltage have their own lossless cables. You can use the laser hatches much later to send even more power. A single block recipe starved of EU will restart but not lose the recipe's items. A multi-block machine will lose the items, which is why we're reading this. But I don't know how, but sometimes my dad goes to my car to steal some cigarettes and doesn't close the door, and that leaves the light on. That's probably it. Yeah, that does suck. How can you not close the door correctly though? Just saying. Note that any block that emits EU has loss when doing so. 2 to the power of the tier. So 2 EU at LV, 4 EU at MV, and so on and so forth. So there's 2 EU of loss at LV tier. Using large numbers of battery buffers in the row is thus very wasteful of your power, and even one can prevent usage of an EVF at MV voltage. Of course, if you want to keep your amps topped up, you'll need to place battery boxes occasionally to top up the amps, though this is less the case the further in game you get, as loss becomes less something you worry about. If this isn't enough for you, head to here. I might actually head to there. I like how it gives you a tinfoil hat. https //gtnh dot mirrorhairs /wiki dot electricity. Oh, great. So that website can't be found. I didn't put that dot in. Oh, I did put a dot in. gtnh.mirrorhaze.org. I missed the .org. There you go. TLDR. If you got X generators of Y tier, use cables that can handle X ampage of Y tier. That's a big TLDR. Battery buffers input 2 amps per battery and output 1 amp per battery. Battery chargers, chest buffers, super buffers, energy hatches. Energy hatches accept 2 amps of power. That's what we have, but we need to give it 4 amps of power. Electric transformers will input 4 amps and output 1 amp if used to step up voltage. They will input 1 amp and output 4 amps if used to step down. So that's between... That's like saying if we threw in 1 amp of MV, it would output 4 amps of LV. And if we put in 4 amps of LV, it would give out 1 amp of MV. I think that's what that's saying. So that's no good to us right now with the EBF. I don't think. You'll need 2 LV hatches with 4 amps of 32 or 3 amp. Right, so yeah, we need... I hear bad people. We're going to need some stuff here. He tries to close it very gently so I don't hear him stealing them. Well, it's no good if you have to pay for a new battery. Wish I had a battery buffer in my car. That would be nice. Yeah, I think we are going to have to put battery buffers maybe straight on here. Because we need 2 amp. But it's per battery that gives 4 amps. So if we look at battery buffers, the low voltage battery buffer, which is what we have here, this one only gives 1 slot. There's the difference here there. Oh, here you go. There's the 4 slots. I think I need the 4 slot ones, and I'll put 2 batteries in each. If I put 2 batteries in each, that way I give the 8 amps. Or actually, no, that's what I need. I need 1 battery buffer here, and then I switch between the 2. Although it does need the full 32 amps. Each one needs the full 32 amps. So I'm going to need 2 battery buffers, yes. Each with 2 batteries inside of it. Because as per it says in there, battery. I just read a lot here, didn't I? Did anyone see the word battery? Here you go. Note that any block that emits EU has a loss, and doing so, blah blah blah. Using large numbers of battery buffers in a row is wasteful. That's not what I wanted. I was just saying even one battery buffer can prevent usage of an EBF at MV voltage. That's not what... Oh no, even 1 loss of amp, I think that's saying. Where's what I just read about the batteries? What did I read? Batteries work pretty much the same as a battery buffer in a regular machine battery slot. Battery buffers are used to buffer power to stabilize output. They come in different sizes, 1, 4, 9, and 16. They can draw 2 amps of output. They can draw 2 amps and output 1 amp per battery inserted. So I need to actually fill all 4. It's 1 amp out. Okay, so I need 2 battery buffers here, each with 4 batteries to power this machine at MV tier to make steel. That's what we have to work on then. That's annoying because I've tore down all my machines, but that's fine. We are rearranging things anyway. I also have some contacts, so car pieces are half price for me. So an 80 euro battery is 40 euros. That's pretty good. It's always good to have contacts like that. Right, so we may have to rebuild this very slightly, but we're going to give ourselves the bare minimum. So we don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need that. We're all finished. We don't need this anymore, really. We don't need this. We're probably going to need a handful of some of these other things. But never mind for now. We need to get the battery buffer, and we want to get the 4x1. Which is this one, the low voltage battery buffer. This requires a LV machine casing. Wow, this is actually really cheap, and 4 tinned wires. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect then. So we need 18 pieces of steel on the bending machine, and then 4 wrought iron. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we do have a load of steel somewhere. Here you go. We need 18. Nearly a perfect split. We're going to need the bending machine. Bending machine. And we're going to need some cables. You're done now. And let's ripple this up. Sweetness. Now, we are going to have to change some things here. So how do we want our other bits of power, chat? I mean, all that's going to be ripped down eventually. If this is where our things are going to go, maybe we want to start going down the back here. Although I don't want to bring more power for right now. So how about for now we just do this. We'll put our steam turbine here. We'll have it output this side. Then we'll put our battery buffer here. Ah, my inventory's full. Mondays, you need to organize your home, bruh. No. I don't like organizing homes. I organize homes when I'm finished with the task. Alright, we'll slap that there. Perfect. You can move to here. You can slap downwards. Sweet. And you can go like that. So you should be filling up now. You are. You're pointing down. So you are going to be making power now. So we'll put all that in there for now. Now, all I really need is the bending machine. Yeah, it should be right. So I just need all of these smelted. I'll do these 4 first on number 1. Best way to organize is doing it since the start. If I did it at the start, I'd rearrange about 6 times. That's why all storage is outside, and then when I build a base, we're going to build a base. But for right now, we're not building a base. Right, well, that's going. Let's see, what else do I need? I just need chests, and I need 4 times wire. So we may need the wire mill, but I shouldn't do. Let's see, tin. Lies. Absolutely not lies. Tin pipes. We've got too many tin cables. We just don't have tin pipes. Tin wires. I can't strip wires, can I? That should be it. That would be a good feature. Here we go. We do have tin wires. Sweetness. Nearly done. Lovely stuff. Why do you have no machines placed as well? We are rearranging right now. Right. 1. Suppose we do need to make 2. 2. These. Like so. And then to make the battery buffer, we need chests. So 1, 2. Then these 2. And then we are going to need to make our 4 times cables. And we need 8 in total. Sweet. Low voltage battery buffers, 4 slots. Sweet. So this needs to go here and here. The outputs. Put down that torch again. Oops. Don't want anything spawning in here. Right, so they're good. So now these are going to need 4 batteries each. So we are going to have to sort of rob from our miner, I think, for now. Which is fine. So let's go rob. Let's do a bit of light robbing. And we'll put all this away. Yeah, we've got no machines at the moment because we are currently working on rearranging the base. Now that we have this EBF, we need to basically start chunk aligning things and figuring out how we want to place stuff. So we're going to be probably going to have to move our Tinker's smeltery again. There was always a temporary place where we had it, although I was trying to put a Enderman in there, which probably wasn't the best idea. So we're going to have to drain our Tinker's smeltery first, and then we'll move it. And then our first priority is going to be making more batteries. And I want to try and go lithium batteries from now on. We can make cadmium ones and stuff, but lithium I think is what we're going to use. What we're doing in here, we managed to get 2 diamonds, a little bit of coal. I might as well take that back. Any other coal? Lignite? Nothing really. Right, let's take all these. 2 diamonds isn't bad anyway. Wait, you don't like 2... wait, you don't do like 2 stacks of plates and other stuff? You just... So you just have them stored for when you need them? Nope. Nope. I do batch crafting, but I craft as many as I need at the time, knowing I will use more later. I don't want stacks and stacks and stacks of things available to me. Alright, well, it's time for me to go, so it was nice listening along. I will see you guys next time. No worries at all there, Alex. No worries at all. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Right, so we'll put ordinary ones in here for right now. So that should be 4 amps of power. Sweet. Wrench. So if that goes in there and in there, this should now technically have power. This does still need maintenancing though. Is the wrench not one of these things? Oh, it has. Something is stuck. Right, we're going to need a handful of different things. So a file maybe, a soft mallet maybe, a crowbar. What other tools do we have? None in here. A saw, a hammer, a screwdriver, and wire cutters. That's probably going to be everything. So file, soft mallet, crowbar, saw, hammer, screwdriver. Circuitry burned out. Wire cutters. Right, we're gonna have to Google how we do circuitry burned out. GTNH EBF circuitry burned out. The circuitry burned out message is the hardest to deal with. It requires a charged soldering iron with at least 10 KEU and soldering material, tin, lead, or soldering alloy, fine wire, ingot, or rod. Well, that's a little annoying. I don't currently have a soldering iron. Screwdriver. Hoe. Soldering iron. Oh, no. That's really bad. I am capable of making these things, but not at the moment. Things we're going to need, as it says in the... well, let's copy that for right now. As it said in the quest here, or 3 LV hatches with more power if the multi-block is not fully repaired. I can't make another hatch. Damn, the moment I was done making all basic machines like bending and stuff, I placed 5 stacks of everything needed for plates and wires and stuff. I don't like doing that because you can make it cheaper later. So it saves time in the short term, but it doesn't save me mining time in the long term. That's why I hate doing it. Right. Shall we try it as is? Shall we try it as is? First things first. We've got this battery box. Let's get ourselves our wires. We want the 4 times wires. Now these can go into here. And then we'll do this. God damn it. Up there, side there, side there, and side there. So these should now be charging. No. Power's going down. Ah, it's charging these ones in here first. Okay, so we'll wait until they're all fully charged. So, you won't have to mine in some time, though. I will have to mine sooner than you think, actually. Well, I'm a hop onto Warframe, so I'll be a bit more silent. No worries at all, thank you so much. Right, so we are going to need to actually figure out the bare minimum we're going to need, basically. First, we need this carpenter. This carpenter is a little bit of a pain. We do need a tank. Cooper nickel plate we know how to make. God, I thought I was so close. You have miners though. I have 1 miner and it's very slow. I'm trying to get the MV miner first before I make a complete setup. How are we doing in here? Oh wow, our logs are actually nearly done. Make more. I'm not making more. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of materials. Shall we try? Shall we try the EBF? Use. EBF. So, we have 500 SPs. Shall we try making steel first? Steel ingots. There's too many steel ingots, man. What are we making? Are we making this one? I have steel in here. Greg Tech. Just so I know. No idea. Right, recipe. EBF. Right, so in here we can have wrought iron. Oh, with gas. Oxygen gas. But that's great. Wrought iron to steel with just electricity is great. Obviously, we could do regular iron. Steel dust. Here you go. 4 wrought iron dust and coal. Wrought iron dust and carbon. Iron powder and coal powder gives us 4. It is an EV recipe, though. EV, EV, MV, MV, MV. Right, so MV is what we're going to be starting with. That's annoying. We don't actually... So we need a way of actually making oxygen in order to do steel even easily. Because... Oh, we don't need coal, though, when we do this. So how do we get oxygen? Chemical reactor. We can get it from carbon and hafnia. Won't be doing that. Fluid extractor. Can't be doing that. Centrifuging. Uranites. Liquid air. Gives us loads of stuff. Liquid air. Is there like a compressor? Vacuum freezer. We're going to need that later. Fluid canning. We need liquid air cells. That's not the way to go then. Empty cell with air gives us oxygen and nitrogen. How do we make air then, man? Here you go, it is a compressor. Empty cells and a compressor give us compressed air. And then electrolyzing this air gives us air and the cell back. Never mind, fluid canning does that anyway. Oxygen, polyites, brick dust. We can make brick dust. This actually gives us aluminium as well. 13 is very specific. Orphaneites. Is brick dust our only option? Yellow limonite. Is there a better way? Dehydrator? Underground fluid stats. Electrolyzing. This is not very helpful in how we make oxygen. Compressed air, I think, is the only way. But it's not really... We're going to have to make up a whole setup to keep cycling round to make oxygen. We're not there yet. We're definitely not there yet. Because thinking about it, we're going to need a compressor first to make the compressed air. We're then going to need a centrifuge. We're then going to need to void the nitrogen, because I don't want the nitrogen. The 4 empty cells go back to the compressor, but the oxygen cell, that goes back to somewhere else. That goes to our EBF. Brown limonite gives us 2, but that's a finite thing. We're going to have to do it with compressed air. Or simply brick dust. For this you need fire bricks. Oh no, you don't. I've made brick dust some way. Fire clay dust to make brick dust. And that's when... Oh no. Brick dust is something else. Come on, give me the right recipe, man. This is primitive stuff. Here you go, bricks. Breaking down bricks to get brick dust. Advanced coke oven. What's an advanced coke oven? And why don't we have one? Yeah, it literally just says breaking down bricks, so we can smelt a load of clay. We'd have to mine a bit of clay. Oh no, we don't. We've got plenty of clay. Is that way to go, chat? It gives us 6,000 oxygen at a time. Purely clay. We have to smelt it all. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. It's not a waste. I'll make 16. That's a big waste. You'll find out why later. Come on. Can't that be smelted? How do I make brick? Unfired clay brick. Oh, I gotta make the clay bricks first. When was the last time we did this, chat? I forgot we had to make these. There must be a way to go straight into brick. I could extract these bricks. Here you go. A mold. An ingot mold. And it goes straight into brick then. Do I have an ingot mold? Why in there? Ingot mold. Okay, I'm AFKing in Warframe. My clone is carrying me. Really? Easy game. Right, here you go. We're making bricks. So we'll make bricks, and then we'll need, obviously, 13 to make oxygen. Yeah, because this is what I'm making. Bottler. I wish there was a better way. So this requires a centrifuge, but luckily we do have a centrifuge. So our fluid hatch is here. Now I don't think we really use the centrifuge for anything else, so I may whack the centrifuge straight on the side of the EBF. Yeah, with a good weapon and a good mode, my clone carries. So you've managed to turn Warframe into an idle game. I don't know if that's impressive or not. Centrifuge. If I slap this here, that can output to that side. We will auto output fluid. Is that right? What am I doing? This one. This gives us aluminium as well, I suppose. So yeah, this is going to auto output fluid. So auto output fluid into that hatch. I should really use something else, but never mind. Or I should have this in a different place. So for this, we are going to want a hopper as well. Let's get ourselves one hopper, and then we'll get ourselves a chest, because we're not going to be needing a large chest. Slap that there, and we'll slap that there. That's where our crushed brick is going to go. And then it's only the fluid that's going to go in there, which is fine. That's all nearly, that's all charged. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to take that out and have that just charge. And then we are going to have to get more wood very shortly. Alright, so mace racers. Using the old primitive ones. That's fine. All we need is 13. I just want to get the first one working to show proof of concept. It can only carry till round 20 though. My record when I'm playing serious is 30, so being AFK till 30 is pretty good. Until 20 is pretty good. I would say it is pretty good. We're going to need a lot more. Oh well, at least we skipped a step by having to do the rest of it. So, are you playing some sort of wave defense version of the game then? 13 is going to take a while. Right, so where are we? Steel. It's one of these. Shadow. This one. We are going to go for iron. 1,000 each. So for every 13 brick dust, we can get 6 steel. So from each one brick, we get one tiny pile. Or is it a small pile? This might not be an effective way of doing it otherwise. We're getting a small pile. Okay, so every 4 bricks, we get 1 dust. So we need 13 times... maths. 13 times 4... 52. So for every 52 clay, we get 6 steel. That's terrible. That is really terrible. This is why we need the automated system of making oxygen. It's going to be the only thing, isn't it? We need to do it with compressed air. We'll do it for the first one because that's showing proof of concept, but we're not going down this route. We're just not. That's silly. Gives us aluminium at the same time though, which is good. So it's not going to be bad for a good early game for aluminium. So I will continue with the bricks just to get the aluminium. I think that's not a bad strategy. But the rest of it, not exactly the greatest. So we're going to have to think of a plan. We're going to have to... We need some sort of diagram. That's what we need. Yeah, I have to defeat the little vault. I have no idea what this vault is. Is there anything in here? There's oxygen. What if I do oxygen in here? Is there a quest for oxygen? Electrolyzer. Using the power of electricity, you can get even more out of your dust somehow with no catalyst. Aside from that, this is a very important machine to process some items and fluids into others. More useful items and fluids. A basic example of this is electrolyzing water, which should be completely free to you to get both oxygen and hydrogen. Why didn't it tell me this when I said oxygen? Right, oxygen. Where is the electrolyzer? The dog is doing weird things. Here's the multi-block electrolyzer. Electrolyzer. Right. So where is water? Wow. Water. Needs a cell. Still needs a cell. For this one. But it's free. So that way I could do electrolyzer. Then extractor. EBF. Electrolyzer. I can do it that way. But is there a way without a cell? Or do I have to have a cell? There are different circuit numbers as well. One cell though, is that 1,000 or is it 144? Loads of oxygen here. Antimony. Theo? What are you doing? Theo's acting crazy. I mean, it's not a vault. It's more like a coffin. Why? So you're going to have a bad... You're going to spend the rest of your days in there. Right, we have water. We have electrolyzer. Let's power one up. Let's power one up and see what happens. So electrolyzer is here. Right now, I'm going to throw this. I have to jack the water from here. That water's going up there. I don't think I need that. I'm gonna take the water from outside. Is Theo okay? Theo is doing some weird things, Lulu. He's huffing and puffing for whatever reason. Also, how is Lulu? I was going to say her real name, but forgot. Lulu is, I'd say, for lack of a better term, surviving. Lulu's still in a lot of pain, but doing well, I would say. Doing very well. Right, so, just for simplicity, I'll whack the electrolyzer here. So I can get power at the back. Just like so. Output we'll have on the side. Just like that. Now we need water. We'll use the small wooden pipes for right now. And we'll go here. I could have that in line, couldn't I? That would be better. So that shouldn't connect to there automatically. Lovely. That should connect to there. Now we'll shutter this. Right, if you get water, right? You do have water. Program 1. Are you going to do anything? Doesn't appear to be the case. So I am going to need cells. Should I run through? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Should start instantly. No, biochip. Right, not the case, not the case, not the case. Let us find the right one then. It was on like page 18, 19-ish. I was completely wrong. Salt water, hydrogen acid. Distilled water, regular water, distilled water. So we just need cells on number 1. Gives us hydrogen as well, which I really don't care for. I'm alive. I got my paracetamol. That's very good. I can hobble around today, which is an upgrade from yesterday. I stole my elderly grandma's wheelchair yesterday. Very true. We have stolen that. We've done a heist of the century. And stolen a pensioner's stuff. Right. We're going to need more cells. I wanted to keep all this concrete, but I'm actually going to need these cells. How do I drain them? Can I drain them? Can I put them in something? Do I have another tank of any kind? Tank. Ooh, hello. We have a tank. Yes. This tank was probably going to be useful for something else, but never mind. We have a stack of empty cells. I'm happy about that. Paracetamol is the god of meds. How is your grandma walking now? Your grandma's fine. Right, so if I put these in here and have this on 1. This is for proof of concept, chat. Proof of concept. This is a... How much? It's 100 seconds! Right, anyway. Afterwards... See, it's not telling me the electrolyzer at all because it's obviously going into this oxygen cell. Right, electrolyzer. So using this, there's the blast furnace. How do I get it into liquid form? I mean, I think I can just literally take the cells and place it in there manually, but we don't want manual, do we? Fluid canning machine. So I'd need to just loop it like that. Fluid canning machine, blah, blah, blah. Now, is there a trash can? Trash fluids. If your inventory is stuffed with junk with which you wish to get rid of, this is a simple block that provides fast, efficient disposal method. Just right click on the interface or either drag and drop items into the disposal slot and simply shift right click using the you can also attach pipes. So I need this. Assembler. We need the trash can and the tank. This we need a trash can where we need iron plates and an ender pearl. That's going to be the way forward then. And here we go. Our first oxygen cell. Now, we should be able to place that into here, though. This isn't the interface I thought it was, so I can't just do that, can I? Well, let's do it our first way. Which is the way we wanted to do it anyway. And we'll move this all round. We'll leave that in there. So. Screw it, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it all right from the get-go. So we need the canning machine. We need to sleep first. By the way, Pappy, although we did steal her wheelchair, we stole her old wheelchair. She still does have another one. Basic canning machine. So, in theory, this is where our liquids go in. We should have our canning machine here. And we should be able to put this oxygen into here. Obviously, we've got no power. So, we will output that side.
I see it's your first time here, Ali's Edits. Welcome.
Hello, Ali's Edits. How are we doing today? We'll then put our electrolyzer right here. And we'll have that facing down. I've just thought of something else we're going to need, though. We are going to need conveyor belts. We're going to need 2 conveyor belts. Now, conveyor belts allow us to add another... Or is it conveyor belts or robotic arms? Hello. 1 stack every 20 seconds as cover. robot. Which one's the LV? One stack every 20 seconds as cover. Grabs from and inserts into specific slot. Okay, so a conveyor module pushes it. A robot arm pulls it. There's one here. I think that's how it works. Do I have any conveyor modules? I do. Here you go, chat. If I put that here, I now need a... Oh, I can do this. Right. We want to export... No, we want to export always on and allow input. So what we can do is have our electrolyzer export its cells into here. It will then get emptied. The fluids will go into here, but it will export our items up. In theory. In theory. So we are going to need water over here, so we're going to need to move things around again. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Put that big pipe on there again. Sweet. Right, so... let's just do this. I'm hoping this works. Sweet. Slap that there. Ali's edits. Have you ever come across GregTech New Horizons before, if you don't mind me asking? Or if you even know what GregTech New Horizons is? By the way, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Right, so you should have water now, which you do. Sweetness. You need to auto output only items, not fluids. We will just void the fluids every now and then. We want fluid 1, and we want this here. Want that there. You're not doing it because you don't have power. We want to have our 4 cables. I don't have a lot of cabling. I do have more cabling. So we are going to want this here. We want this like this. We want you powered and we want you powered. You should be doing the thing. 100 seconds, you are working. I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping this works. If this does, we've got infinite oxygen going into this. And it's a very, very simple setup. The only thing we have to do is get the void trash can. Once we have the void trash can, then it's an infinite steel making system, provided we can give it enough power. Probably is worth getting all of these up to lithium tier. But we have this. So we've got a big buffer. The only thing we need to get basically is more combustion engines. And then I think only a bigger battery buffer. I think that's all we need. So if we make this a 16 times, fill it with batteries, these can stay as 4s, and it'll be fine. Because that's giving us the exact voltage we need for this Cooper nickel. Right. When this is done, I don't want to leave this spot. When this is done, we'll find out how things are going. Also, I kind of want to change the music up. It's a little bit, should we go a bit of Air Wing Marine? Still chill. Slightly more upbeat, though. 20 seconds, come on. Space is starting to, well, I would say it's starting to do something, but it looks more industrial with this thing, I think, don't you think? Right, 91, 93, I can't count, 95. So this should go in here. Hopefully it goes in the right slot. Well, that's in there. Do I need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that doesn't bode well. Fluid canning machine. This is the basic canning machine. That's the fluid extractor. I could have sworn I made a fluid canning machine. Don't tell me I don't have a fluid canning machine. Maybe an extractor would work? Shall we try the extractor? I'm just catching at straws here. Basic fluid extractor. Extracts fluids from items. Right, that gave me those. I do need out of my canning machine though. I need that. And then as you can see I have that at the top. I think it's the crowbar I need to get it off. Let's get ourselves that crowbar. Aha! Right. Fluid extractor. That is connected. If I put one of those in there, is that doing it? Oh, it's not! No! Chat. This is what we would call mother of all fuck-ups. Fluid canning machine. I've just got to get the fluid canning machine. How hard is this to make? We need a pump. We might have a pump. If we have a pump, then this would be flipping amazing. Pumpkin. Right, we don't have a pump. Right, so we need 4 steel there, 9 steel there, that's 13. Then here we need no steel. Okay, so we can make this relatively simply. Relatively simply. We're going to need a handful of machines, but that's okay. We'll bootstrap this up. First, let's get a bit more coal. A bit of charcoal. And we'll top up our blast furnace up here, our rudimentary blast furnace. And then we're going to have to do this a little bit awkwardly, but we'll get there eventually. And these nearly completely ran out. It looks like the main problem was that it really filled up. Sweet. That's pretty good. That'll last a little while longer. Purely the ash that did me in there. Right, so we need 9 plates. 9 plates for that. And that's it. Right, bending machine. Gimme, gimme. Damn it. Then we need the lathe. We are going to need other ones as well, but for right now this is fine. That should have auto-connected. Alright, you on one. Lovely. Lathe, we are going to need 4 rods there. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet, so they're going. I believe that's correct. We've got everything there that's required. We're going to need some resistance being made, so we need some carbon. Carbon, 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 carbon. Here's carbon, isn't it, for resistors? Carbon dust. Oh, we can use coal dust. We've got plenty of coal dust. Absolute infinite loads of coal dust. Right here. Lovely. Let's make 2 resistors. We're going to need some sticky resin. Which I believe is probably all in the extractor at the moment. Yes, sir. We need 2 wrought iron as well. I nearly shift click that as well. Sweet. Wrought iron, 1, 2. Let's turn those into plates. They're all 4 already done. Whack that into there. We're going to need... I do have redstone alloy somewhere. Here you go. Let's chop that up. like so. Put those 2 in there. There's 2 of them. Lovely. We'll put this right here. So then we're going to need 4 glass, and we're going to need also our other bits. So we want this with our wrench. Sweet. And we want one of these, and we want some cables. Where are our cables? There they are. We'll put those there. We now need our 2 wrought iron plates, and it's nighttime once again. Sleepy time. Feel like I'm trying to speed run now. There. Sweet. We're then going to need 4 glass. Lovely. Like so. 2 wires. And then we'll start working on the pump. So the pump, we're going to need a motor. We may already have a motor. We've got it. It's here. I just spotted it. Basic fluid. I thought we had one, chat. I thought we had one. Right. Let's try this once again. We want to have you going that way. We want your fluids to be going outward. Then we want a conveyor, which is here, to be on the top. The conveyor we want to import. No, we want to export, always on, and allow input. So when this is done, it should automatically go down. But for right now, let's go into here. That has made that. The fluids isn't here. So let's see, we've got 55 in here. If I do that. Haha! Ladies and gentlemen, we have it. Now, I'm going to go underneath here. Just to check. You have 6k oxygen. Sweetness. That's not what I want. Right, so that is working. That is working. Great. Great stuff. So now we are doing the steel ingot. Which is one of these here. In the old EBF. Wrought iron, steel dust. We just want iron dust on target 11. Where do we put the chip in here? So we want 11. And this is where we want our iron dust. So we are just going to macerate a load. Unless we have iron dust somewhere. We might actually. In here. 4 iron dust. Perfect. Exactly what we can use as a test. So before we do continue though, let's just make sure we have everything available. Hopefully this works. So in the EBF, this is going to require 120 is 25 seconds. We need a 1000k, which is Cooper nickel, so we're fine. 60,000 EU in order to do 1 craft. So we have obviously 50,000 4 times, so that's 250,000. I mean that is across the 2 of these. So technically we've got 200,000 here, 200,000 here. So we're not going to be able to do this constantly, but let's try just 1. It should be sucked in. Let's turn this on. It's been sucked in. It's doing the craft, 25 seconds. It's using a little bit more. Probably... It broke. It voided it. Did it run out of power? It said HV. Why did it say HV? It didn't use any power. Now, what is the reason for this? Is this because it's not fully made? That's what I'm thinking here, chat. Because it's not fully repaired, it wants the 3rd LV hatch. Because it said 133 EU per tick. And that said for HV. Yeah, it's definitely not an EV one. What was the reason it didn't work though, chat? Did it use up any oxygen? Did it use up 1,000 oxygen? I suppose it's probably already updated with the other types here. It says 7,000 in there. We'll try one more. We'll try one more. Batch mode, input separation, void excess. One iron ingot. Has problem. Efficiency 90%. Let's go in. Why are you stopping? Does anyone know the reason for this? It's not the muffler. I think it's purely the hatch. It needs the soldering iron. It's got to be. Which means we have the bolt for that. It's the last thing I can think of. The actual craft itself, really simple to make. The problem is getting that carpenter. Right. Pain and suffering. Sturdy machine is the first thing we're going to need. Luckily, we can use the assembler. It'll be a lot cheaper if we do. Let's do that then. So for this, we're going to need 4 bronze casings and an LV machine casing. So we're going to need 8 more steel. Like that. And then let's get some bronze and we'll make some bronze casing. In the meantime, that can just stock up with oxygen after all. So we would like some bronze, please, sirs. Bronze right here. And then we want our casing thing here. Take those out. 1 in here. And we want 4. So we're going to need to do it twice over. Lovely. For the sturdy machine in the assembler. Let's throw that in there. We're going to need our assembler now as well. It's all become very, very ridiculous now, hasn't it? We'll throw that up there, why not? Hey, automatically connected. So for this in the assembler, we don't need any circuits, we just need our little LV block. Right there, and then we need our wrench. Where's our wrench? Our tiny wrench, that one. LV machine casing. So that in there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to make our sturdy machine 40 seconds. Okay. We now need the Cooper nickel plates. We may have Cooper nickel plates actually. So Cooper. Cupron. Cupron nickel. Nope. Definitely don't have Cooper nickel plates. So how do we make this? It was in the mixer, wasn't it? We need nickel and copper in the mixer as dust. Does it have to be dust? Can it be an alloy? No, it has to be in the mixer. Okay. Copper and nickel. How much nickel do we have? Nickel. 14 here. Hey, here's some actual ingots. I feel like we should have more than this. There you go. We have plenty there, sir. Let's get a whole stack. And then we want copper. In dust form if we do. That's annoying. That's alright. We can simply smelt some dust or grind down some copper. We won't do a full stack, but for right now this is fine. Thank you for subscribing, Parabola by Illusion. How are we doing today? Welcome on in. And we ended up with 2 left. How does that happen then? I don't care for that though. This wants to go in a centrifuge. For right now, we'll just throw it in here, because we're very good at just throwing things away. Got loads of mica, actually. I didn't realise how much mica we had. Right, we only need a little bit. There's the assembler, that's done. Now we want the mixer, which is somewhere. Here. Lovely. You want that and that. You're going to work straight away. Oh, alloy smelter. Oh, never mind. I'm not making this up. Dust. Mixer. 3. Lovely stuff. Now we only need 2 plates, which is fine. And it gives us 2. Put that in there. And then we'll bend it up. Bend it all up. Right, electric motor. We're going to need 3 iron rods. Which we don't have any right now. Do I have any iron on me? No, I have tin on me. Right, let's lathe those up first. And then we'll bend them up. Alright, bending machine. The Cooper nickel plates. Good stuff. For these, we don't need anything else. We do need to polarize one of them. So we need the polarizer as well. Too many machines. Shall we dump some of the stuff that we do not need, like hoppers, fluid machines, centrifuges, dolly we don't need. The rest we probably do. Cobblestone, I suppose we don't. Tin wire we need. We might as well keep this steel on us. Polarizer? Right here. Let's put that on there. You're going to connect? You are. So we want one of you. You can go there. Let's make this. Sleep first. Now what do I need for the gears? I don't have a way of making the gears yet, do I? Only the manual way. So I need 2 of these. Do I need them for these as well? Oh my god, pumps. Oh no! Robot arms are tough! Ugh! 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 Right, we're gonna need a lot more. A lot more. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 motors we're gonna need. So for that we need 21 iron rods. We've already got 3. So let's get 18. Yes, 18. 18 iron rods made up. Because that is going to be quicker than steel anyway. So throw those in there. What else do I require iron-wise? I don't think anything else. No. Tank? Okay, we do need things for the tank. That's easy Mondays, is it? Iron ring. Technically, we could do this in the fluid solidifier, but then we'd have to, like, obviously molten it up and stuff. I can't be bothered with that. So this is where we need iron rods as well. So we need 2 more iron rods there, plus this. That gives us 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 iron rods. So I need another 4. So that should be all the iron rods we need. Next is steel. How many plates are we going to need? We're going to need 3, 4. So it's basically 4 plates per piston per robot arm. So 4, 8, 10, 12. So we need 12 steel for the piston plates. Then for rods, we need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, let's do it per robot arm. So we need 2 for the gear. So 2, 4, 6. Then we need 2 for that. So that's 12. Then 14, 16. So we need another 16 plate rods. 12 plates, 16 rods. And I think that's everything. Oh no, we need rods as well for the circuits. Okay, so for that we're going to need 4 rods there and 4 rods there. So it's another 8. So I need loads of steel. I am going to have it, luckily. There you go. So 24 rods and 12 plates. Whoo-wee! This is a toughie. This is a toughie. How are we doing on oxygen? This is working. I can just plunge at that every now and then. Right, so 12 plates will do that. Rods are halfway done. How many do we need to have polarized? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 for that. 3, 6, 7. So we need 7 polarized. We've already got 1. So let's polarize another 6. Sweet. Hello everyone. Hello one fine lad. How are we doing today? We are currently doing the EBF. However, we've made one fatal flaw, one fine lad. We need a soldering iron. The soldering iron's the only thing we require to make our thing fully repaired. Because at the moment, it needs maintenance. Circuit is burned out. So we're using more power than we need to use. So we have this rudimentary setup of tools at the moment, which is fine. Cooper nickel. I suppose we might as well smelt it. Might as well. I don't think we're going to need the mixer again, though. So I will get rid of the mixer for space of other things. We may need the wire mill, but for right now, I'm going to try and risk it. So we want this. We want this. We're then going to need a load of copper, which we do luckily have a load of copper. That can go all like this and then like this. And we'll come back in a second to make 7 of those. We might actually have enough right here. I need one more, and then we can make all 7. How are you, one fine lad, today? Are you having a pleasant day or weekend? I hope you are, sir. Right, 7 motors done. We're going to want to make the pistons first, so let's put that in here. Bosch. Right, pistons. This is where we're going to need now wires. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not making 7 of these. We're making 2 of these. Lovely. Now we start needing the steel. I'm doing alright. Just going for a run while I listen to stream. Awesome. How far are you running today? Right, now very quickly as well for the rest of this. For the tank, we need to bend that, but we need 2 of these. So let's chop 2 of these iron bars up, and then we can make the screws. Just before we start doing the steel. So you can be done. That's 4 of those. 24 steel rods. That's going to take a bit of time, but that's fine. It is what it is. Right, for this we need the file and hammer. So we'll go file there and hammer there. Or 2 rings. Lovely. Then we need... Right, this is for the tank. So we want 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want 2 rings. Then we want wrench and screwdriver. So wrench, and we'll go for this screwdriver. And now the last thing we need is the obsidian glass, which requires thickened obsidian and 4 obsidian dust. Do we have obsidian? Should do. Probably only like 3 miles. Oh, you're doing it on a treadmill, so you're not actually out running. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 3 miles is a lot, though. I'm trying to do couch to 5k myself. Obsidian ingot. Can I turn this into dust? It doesn't say I can pulverize this. Never mind then. Are we gonna have to go? Hey, here you go, obsidian. Let's pulverize these. We need 4. that not work? How to make dust? Compressor. Pulverizer. There you go. I put it in the high pressure fluid extractor, that's why. That would be the reason, chat. We need that glass. So what we can do is we can get the clear glass here. I believe we can turn it into this glass, thickened glass. Then we've got to put in the alloy smelter. Nearly done. Sweet. Put that back in there. I feel like this is still progress, chat. Right, obsidian glass done. It's probably what I was saving that other tank for back there. Right, tank. Hello. Got loads of ingredients here. I'll take that. That can be used later. I forgot we were making this already. So, sturdy, tank, copper nickel plates. And for right now, that's all. Oh, and one motor we can put in there. That's all I have. Right, so for plates, we are going to need this because we're going to need... Right, let's actually count this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 cogs. So let's start with those. For this, I think we need a wrench and a hammer. No. Hammer and wire cutters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on here, these can go at the bottom. Then we are going for these. Then we need plates. So we need 2 of these. Pistons. Sweetness. I can get rid of. In fact, I will keep that there actually. Then we need the robot arms. So we want these in the corner. 2 there. This is where we're going to want to have one of those cables. At the bottom. And then cable at the top. 1, 2. And then we just need steel rod. Put those 2 steel rod in there. That's 1 arm. Lovely. Let's have a quick sleep again. We're gonna make it pretty quick. We're gonna make it. We will get there today. It just wasn't as much prep as I thought we were needing. Or there's more prep than I thought we were needing. So now we need these wires. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna need another alloy. Just like so. Chop that. We are going to need another one of these glass tubes. So we need a glass ball in the mold, in the forming press. Glass, glass, glass. Do I have glass balls? Doesn't look to be the case. I seem to remember glass dust being actually really easy to make, and I had it somewhere. Guess not. Right, glass dust. You are made with boron. We're not doing that way. Boron. Come on, tell me the way. Surely it's just not by smashing a type of glass. I don't believe it. There's a better way. It's the wrong type of glass dust. Quartz, sand, and flint. Here you go. We have plenty of quartz dust. sand. There you go. And we need flint dust, which we can probably just pulverize as well. Here you go, flint dust. I just put, no, it needs to be 8. Where's a free one? Flint dust, quartzite sand, loads of glass balls. Might as well finish that off. Sweet. And then to make this, it's just the mold ball. Mold ball. I think I'll make 20 of these. I'm going to be using these for quite a while still. Lovely. We only need 1 for right now though. And just because I'm lazy, I'm going to put that there. Nice, we're actually done with that. In theory, we should be able to put our steel straight in there, but I'm not going to do it right now. Just because it might not work. Right, 1, 2. Slap those in there. We need 2 resistors, which we need these stuff for. 1, 2. Through there. This goes in here, and we need 2 of these. Robot arm. Robot arm. Carpenter. I ended up making too many rods, but that's alright. So, I don't know how this machine works. I believe there is actually a quest to make this carpenter, is there not? Fishing? No. There is a forestry tab. Forestry. Carpenter. I asked for 2 sturdy casings. We probably should make these sturdy casings. Just to get the achievement. We might as well. So I need 8. I need 16 steel plates. Which we can do probably. Let's see how we're doing over here. Might as well empty it while we're going around. 15. Ooh, actually, there's going to be some in the Tinker's Furnace. Tinker's Smeltery. Now, I could put all of these 14 dusts in here, but I have a feeling that I shouldn't be doing that. Right, so 16 of these. Oh, I've already got 2 on me. Perfect. 14. 14 of those. And then we need 8 bronze casings. Oh, don't do that. Where are the rest of those bronze casings? There's 2. Let's clear the inventory of this sort of stuff. Do I have more bronze? I do, and I need this. So that should make 3, that should make 6. Lovely. Did I take down the assembler, chat? Or did I just take down the mixer? I believe I just took down the mixer. Yes, assembler. Right. That, and then 14 of these. We'll make this. Like so. 40 seconds each, that's no problem at all. Then I can detect that. Gives me some steel plates as well. And then I'll get this, and I should just be able to detect this, because it's only a retrieve task. So, which is lovely. And then we could actually start going into bees. I don't know what the thermionic fabricator actually does. Electron tubes. So that's to do with RF. Appetite. Series of tubes, start breeding things. Soldering iron. We actually have a quest to make the soldering iron. Do I need this farm to make the soldering iron? That can't be right. Loads of copper and loads of steel. It is a 1-to-1. We can make brick farm blocks. It just says any farm blocks. Oh no, it does say that says stone brick. We could do it. It's actually pretty cheap. Oh no, it's not. It needs these electron tubes. Screw it. We're gonna make the soldering iron before that. It says to detect anyway. Right. Oop. That quest should be done. Are we gonna? Is it automatically gonna update the other one as well? No. There you go. Carpenter done too. So yeah. So we would have to go down here, make tubes, then make that, and then make the soldering iron. I don't want to do that. So this requires a little bit of power. Let's put that right there. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Soldering iron. We need a little bit of molten redstone in here. For this we're going to need... I don't believe we need that. We can get molten redstone another way. Fluid extractor probably. Which we have somewhere. Fluid extractor. We put that there. That connected? Yes. If I put redstone in here. Need water. If I put that there. Auto output fluid. Put one in. 144. Good, that works. That works. How much do we need? We need 576. Is that 4 or is that 5? 1, 2, 3, just to start. There you go. It's just that. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. Right, so now we need 2 steel rods, which luckily we have. We then need a steel bolt, which is a little bit annoying because it means we're going to have 1 steel bolt just around, but never mind. It is what it is. Not beggars can't be choosers. Where is my cutty saw? I do have this other one, but I wanted to use the more broken one. Right, 1 bolt. And now we have the hard bit. This is where you have to make the small power thing. Ah, this is what I wanted other things for, didn't I? Right. So we do need to make 1 more electric motor. We need a screwdriver. Is this going to use up our screwdriver? I really hope it doesn't. We're also going to need an electric motor as well. So we need 3 more iron lathed. Then we're going to need 2 circuits. So we need 4 8s. We need 8 iron, or steel rather. Did I not put the bolts in? Oh, that's because it, when in the here, does that. Let's put those 2 in. Hey? I didn't use up those steel rods, did I? I didn't think I did. Okay, we might have to make a few more up then. Did I put them down? I did put them down. I'm going to save these 2 because they're obviously going to need to be used. So let's put 2 in there. Right, so I need for this 4 8s. So I need 7 more steel rods. Polarizer? We do still have 1 of you. I have steel rods on me. So I need 6 more. Sleepy time. Is that right? No, I have 3. I need 5 more. 5 more steel. It should be done by now. Even if it's only 4, we'll get more out of the Tinker's constructs. Lovely, that's 4. Ugh, so slow. It's funny because I got swiftness and slowness. I feel like that should make me even, but apparently not. Nice. Turn these all into Rodonis. And with that, we're going to need a handful of other things too. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Lovely. Luckily, we're all good on other cables. Need these glass in the middle. We need the rods. Like that, and then we need more bolts. You'll need all of these cut, I think. There's the broken one. Have I got my calculations correct, chat? Here's 8 rods, isn't it? Yeah, I just need 2 more. Come on! And then I am going to need steel casings as well, so I am going to need a little bit more, really. But that's okay. We'll wait for that to be done. We may actually have some copper cable somewhere. Right, you're done. Of course, I have 2 left over. It's always the way, always. Right, they're done. We'll make this in the bottom here. So we want these 2. We'll make our motor up here. Need 2 more of these. I picked up 3, of course. That goes in the bottom, I imagine. Yep. We need a screwdriver, which we have somewhere. Is it on me? It is on me. Screwdriver. 2 copper. Right, this is going to be interesting. If I have copper wire. I mean, I do already have copper wire, but insulated already. It doesn't appear to be the case. So let's get this. And do we have any rubber sheets? Because this is the problem I'm going to have. I can make rubber. No, I can't. I don't have the stuff available to me. Any rubber sheets at all? Ah, that's annoying. We have this though. We have the fluid. So I can put this in the assembler. Seems to be broken. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. This needs to be on there, and what is it? 24. Put that in there, and then I can pick up the rest. Sweet. Pick up the rest of that. I'm going to put that away. Damn it. I feel like it's trying to think that I would just want to place it on the ground, but I definitely don't want to do that. These, right, now we just need the steel. So we're going to need this. And we need so little steel. Hopefully enough is done here. So I need 3 in total. So I actually only need 2 steel, and there's none here. Tinkers, you're probably going to be done faster. Provided I have enough still inside of my tinker smeltery. I do have enough 3 ingots. 1 and 2. Now it does say we also do need actual solder. So what is this? Soldering iron level 1. Don't tell me I'm making the wrong soldering iron, chat. Please don't tell me I'm making the wrong soldering iron. Oh, please don't tell me I'm making the wrong soldering iron. No. No. There's no way. It requires a lithium battery. We do have 1 lithium battery. So it's going to need a steel rod, a rubber sheet. So we're going to have to make a rubber sheet anyway. And then whatever type of rod I want as a bolt. We could use the other steel bolt that I made accidentally. That is infuriating if I have made the wrong one. I'm going to make this one anyway. It's used for attaching electrical tubes and circuit boards in order to... Yep, it's definitely the wrong one. Definitely the wrong one. No one spoke up in chat either. Right, so we're going to have to make some rubber sheets. How do I make rubber sheets again? It's in the alloy smelter. We need rubber bars. Rubber bars are made by Oh, I can do this. Fluid solidifying rubber bars. I need 1. How much do we have in here? 500. That is going to be enough. We need our... Oh, I might be able to plate mold it straight away, actually. You made the wrong thing, huh? I haven't made it yet, but I think I have. That's the assembly machine. Fluid extracting. Fluid solidifying I need, please. Please? Please? Wait, can I not do it? Can I only make the rubber bars then in that way? Fluid solidifying, yes. Okay, I'm going to have to go bars first and then alloy smelting, which is fine. Don't need that anymore. Where's the bar mold? Oh, I'm already using it, aren't I? No? Hey? Where's my bar mold? There it is. I still need the fluid solidifier. Yes. Bars. That's the extruder. Fluid solidifier, yes. Basic fluid solidifier. Shouldn't need this anymore. One of these. Make 1 sheet. I need 2 apparently. There you go. 1 plate. Ugh. Right. Soldering. Steel rod. I need to make 1. I need 1 steel bar. And then I'm going to need screwdriver, file, and a lithium battery. Lithium battery we have right here. Rod. Right, let's put all these things together, chat, and hopefully this is right this time. So we want rubber sheet, steel bolt, steel that, lithium battery, screwdriver, and then file. So screwdriver's in here, and file. Sheet, steel, file, screwdriver, lithium battery. Does it have to be an empty one? Or is the bolt wrong? Can I not do a steel bolt? I'll do a tin bolt. It'd be pretty weak, but I could do it. Black steel. Iridium. Getting a full set of infinity tools would be the mega flex. I could be forever. Looking for something that's vaguely black. Damascus steel. Damascus steel is here, then it's got to be right. Deep iron. What's deep iron? I'm done. 22 minutes 30. You are a heck of a man. Wish I could do that. At the moment with Couch to 5k, I don't know if you've heard of it. It may just be a thing in England. But the goal is to run 5k in 30 minutes. So in about 30 minutes, I can run about 2.3 miles. This is such a crap system to just give me anything, everything. Steel bolt, there. Rubber sheet, iron rod. There you go. Iron rod I need, not a steel rod. That's fine. I can deal with that. Let's have a sleep. We have the carpenter anyway. I would get kicked off my team if around 30 minutes 5k. I assume that's pretty slow then. What? Screwdriver file. I think it has to be an empty battery, chat. It was early on. It was in the early pages. Steel bolt. Rubber sheet. Iron rod. Steel bolt. Lithium battery. Screwdriver. And a file. This is it. It's this one. Ah, now it's working. Aha! Soldering iron. Oh, it's a crest. But oh, sorry, Theo. I just fucking kicked the dog in the head. Where is this? Soldering. This one. Oh, it's here. Look, chat, it tells me. Moran's manual for effective EFBing. Why haven't I read this? Chat, why haven't I read this? Welcome to the latest Moran's manual. I feel like an utter moron right now. Effective EFBing. The manual covers common problems encountering when using the GregTech 1000 electric blast furnace setup. When setting up your EFB, make sure you place it in a few chunks away from pollution effects. Like farmland, pollution is nobody's friend. Doesn't bother me here. During setup, make sure the center of the EBF is hollow. Sometimes things can sneak in there without you noticing, like a Thorncraft light orb. Be sure your muffler faces out, not in. The EBF can't work if it is not spreading those delightful odors. When placing your hatches, blah 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 blah. Output hatches and busted will ultimately push into tanks and inventories. Okay. When building multiple EBFs, the great. Right. So that one we know. And I can get some steel. This one, toolbox. It's a pain to carry all your tools in your inventory. You can put them in a toolbox and tools and soldering into ICT toolbox to save space in your inventory. You can also use to do maintenance without taking out your tools. Just hold the toolbox right click with the maintenance. Now who needs duct tape? Well, you'll need it to automate maintenance. Okay, that's a completely separate problem. Advanced EBF construction. We can leave that for right now. Getting ready with tier 2. Okay, EBF info. Less lost power. So this is to do with this. High speed charcoal. Ah, this is the advanced coal oven. This is something I think I'm going to want. But not right now. Not right now. We're here. We're done. What? So how does the soldering iron work? Never mind. Right, maintenance hatch, maintenance hatch. If I put that in there, are we... What? Needs soldering materials in inventory. Okay, but what are the soldering materials? Soldering alloy wire. Is it this? We need soldering alloy plates cut up into wire. I don't believe that. We need soldering alloy ingot, which is... What is it? Come on, man. Soldering alloy dust in the mixer. Tin and antimony. Hello, Lulu. Oh, you're scaring the heck out of me. Are you alright? Why is the bird still awake? Are you going to take Theo then? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I can take it down. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Important information being relayed there. Right, antimony. We need antimony. We do have antimony. I missmelt antimony. We've made this already. But do I have any? Haha, we do. Sweet. So, what was I making? Soldering. Alloy. Dust. This one. Mixer. Antimony dust. Can I do it in maybe a alloy smelter? No. That's fine. So then we just need some tin dust. We need 9 tin dust in total. I'm sure we have tin around. There's 5. I mean, there's none in there. Got tin rods. There's a little... Oh, it's sapphirite. Spessartine. Tin ore. I'm sure we have tin in here. Oh no, we have already checked, haven't we? A little bit of tin dust. Oh my god, the inventory. Tin dust. Tin, 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 tin. I wasn't doing tin. I was doing tin. Haha. Right, so we have 5 there. We literally just need 2. In fact, that's pretty quick. Smelt that. Put that in there. Nine tin dust. Sweet. Right, we need the mixer again. After literally thinking I didn't need the mixer anymore. That's fine. I'm also running out of energy. Mixer here. We definitely don't need the fluid solidifier anymore. Mixer. Right, we need tin and antimony. I need to crush one, don't I? How long are you? 6 seconds. One of you? Yes. Soldering. Is there a circuit one? Lovely. It's pretty quick craft. Oh, you get 10. Lovely. Right, so from this, do I need to wire mill? Well, first I need to smelt it, but then wire mill. Okay, that's fine. I'm hoping this works. What I'm going to do for now is just smelt 1. So I'm going to try with as I have. No. I'm assuming it's just literally wire we need. We don't need a rod. It does say though. Let's read the task. Using a soldering tool to remove the burned out circuit message is cheaper than duct tape. Ah, so duct tape can be used. Soldering requires 1 soldering material item and 10,000 EU valid soldering material are fine wires, rods, and ingots made from either tin, lead, or soldering alloy. The soldering iron will consume the first such material it finds in the player's inventory, since you'll likely have more than enough fine wire of soldering alloy available are probably best. You will also use it to adjust the redstone strength from weak to strong emitted by the stuff. Also, while holding it, the pipes and wires and cables look very small so that you can see everything past the items. Oh, that's pretty cool. And also be sure to extract connections. In order to complete the quest, you'll need to charge the soldering after you complete it. It's all for the other problems, other tools are necessary. And that's where it says all the different things. Okay, so it's fine wire and I can just claim it. Oh god. Let's keep that on weak. There you go, it used it up, My inventory's full again. Dump that. Right, so iron dust, we actually have this here. So this is how this should work now then. Hit with a soft mallet to restart machine. It all comes down to this. Soft mallet. Enables. I've done that. Have I not done that? Disabled, enabled. Or literally a hit. No, that's right. Okay, let's go for a piece of iron dust. It's running. It's running. It says 120 EU per tick, and now it says that it's only MV. Right, it was conking out 6 seconds before. Right, I think it's good. I think it's good. Right, so now, how are we doing for power? We're not using any power here. We are using power here. So it is conking it down quickly. We've obviously got less power in here now as well. But it's going out of here. So if I had a higher tier cable or less lossless cable, we are sort of gaining power more than we're losing, actually. Oh, that's probably the craft is done, though. We have steel. Right, perfect. I'm going to try and put 10 in here. So now we're literally making steel every... Is it doing it? Every 25 seconds now. Instead of 240 with coal coke, or 340 with charcoal, we're now making it in 25 seconds. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Now we can actually start thinking about the rest of these machines. Oh dear. There is a lot of things here. I think we're definitely going to want this toolbox. I think that's definitely going to be a priority here. But we are getting infinite oxygen here. We have finished with this, but what I can do is get this plunger here. And empty this here like that. Oh no, I want to get this trash can first, I think. So you're working, you're still going. Obviously it can break, so I literally just need to keep an eye on this. So we really want to make all these lithiums. Who needs an EBF when you can just make 20 primitive blast furnaces? Yeah, I can't. That just seems so backwards to me. And the time it takes you to get all that primitive stuff, I feel like you could get to this. And we're not using coal, which is great. We get some ashes, which I still don't know what ashes are for, but this is going to make, as you can see, it's making pollution. So this is where a problem arises. We need to fix this. We need to fix our scuba gear. For this, we need to actually go back to the steam age. Be very careful wearing the hazmat suit all the time. The durability is not very high. Even just falling flue blocks would damage the boots quickly. You can repair the suits before you can craft a new one in late LV ages using rubber sheets and a bucket of glue. It doesn't exactly tell me how, though. So I need a bucket of glue for each. And I can put glue straight into here. I was able to make glue. Fluid solidifier. Refined glue. I have refined glue. Is it a bucket worth of refined glue? I don't know. It might just be 144. No horses were harmed in the production of this. Very true. So to make glue, we need glue. Fluid extractor of glue. Centrifuging. There you go. Centrifuging sticky resin gives us 100 refined glue. Once I reach EBF, I'm turning off pollution. Why? Ah, here you go. One cell is 1,000. Sweet. If that's the case, then I can make these buckets. So I can get... I have to turn it into glue, though. Distillery. I have a distillery, don't I? Distillery. There you go. Glue is being made. Now, can I just use a bucket? Aha, I can. So how was I making glue again? How did I make refined glue? Refined glue was made from centrifuging sticky resin. Now I need sticky resin. Hop. That can be auto fluid outputted down there. And then it's going to make the stuff. I just don't like dealing with the things that prevents me from making massive setups with them. It doesn't prevent you, it just is another hurdle. This armor completely negates the pollution. But as well as that, there is a purifier. I don't know where it is. If I do pure? It does say it. Yeah. There's a thing. There's a thing somewhere. What if I say pollution? Pollution, what? Something needs to be done about the smell. Here you go. Birds falling out of the sky, fish dead and floating belly up into the river, acid rain melting the ground. Time to start picking up the trash and cleaning up the air. Small black steam turbines should be fine for now. You'll need 2 amps of steady power to keep the scrubber working. You need a scrubber. Pollution scrubber upgraded. Sorry, advanced pollution scrubber. Right, pollution scrubber. Requires ultra low chips, wooden planks, and electric motors ultra low. Okay, what about the upgraded? Here you go. A pollution scrubber. Make sure you don't leave in Grayler. Uses 2 amps, requires a turbine rotor and an air filter. To run, the turbine rotor must be manually inserted and replaced. Can be upgraded with a soldering iron to change modes. Low efficiency removes half pollution. Turbines take 50% damage. High efficiency removes full pollution. Turbine takes 100% damage. Turbine rotors will not break in LE mode. I don't know what that means. Insert an equal tier conveyor module to enable automation. Yeah, so you can just use a conveyor to pull one in and take one out. So you can just clean the pollution. That is just what my goal is. It's not there purely just for people to hate you. Right, you are... Any reason why you're not going, sir? Hello? Why aren't you working? Explain. You were working fine, and now you are not. Oh, power. We've got power in here. Okay, literally it. Yeah, we're gonna need that big battery buffer. So it's done all this first, but look at that, 11 steel for absolutely nothing. Yeah, that drained those batteries very quickly, didn't it? For the time being, whoop. There you go. We can put those back in there in a second. I would like my glue first. Anyway, what do I need from this to actually repair? Steam, this, rubber sheets. Rubber sheets is to make it. Do I just need glue? You can repair your suit as long as you're using rubber sheets and a bucket of glue. So if I go use, I need 2 rubber sheets per one. Advanced hazmat suit. That'd be nice. That looks expensive though. Tabunga! We need tabunga! I can make a tabunga. I can make steel rods. I can make coils. Programmed breakthrough circuit. Programmed breakthrough circuit. I do not have advanced circuits though. How good's the advanced hazmat suit then? Has a bit more durability. That's annoying. I can literally have all of this except from that. Never mind. Adventurer's backpack. But you need an adventurer's backpack. Right, rubber sheets it is then. So to make rubber sheets, we are going to need the old-fashioned way. could do this. Fluid solidifying. But I can't be bothered. We're going to do it this way. Rubber sheets. Where is the alloy? What is required? The smeltings. Raw rubber dust? See that? The raw rubber things? No? Come on. There you go. No. I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get sulfur and I'm going to get raw rubber dust. Raw rubber dust, sulfur. In the alloy smeltery doos. Is this going to make bars? I hope so. In which case I need 2, 4, 6, 8. I can claim this for 8 sheets though. No, I can't. Do I need these? I need these? I have to have these buckets? That's annoying. Well, that makes a few. I need more raw rubber dust. There you go. Oil! Rubber, rather. Maybe I can do it then. Rubber sheets. Solidifier. Oh, where's the solidifier? Macerator, cutting machine, washing plant, wire mill. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I've got machines all over the place. Solid. It's in my inventory. Did that connect? Hopefully that has power. You and then you. Well, there's one. Oh, well, that was a waste. Never mind. We got one. We can repair one thing. We've got to wait for this to be done, though. Oh, that's annoying. This has been a fun day, hasn't it, chat? Hasn't it just? I feel like we've made infinite progression here today. You and you. Well, I suppose we still have this. We have this big cell available to us now. And I'm glad that we've got loads of this coal coke too. I think I'm just going to keep going, batching this up. Ooh, we have now completely ran out of wood. Yeah, such a fun day. Yeah, only if I read every single actual quest. That would have made things a lot easier, I think. I wouldn't have had to make this thing. All the other bleeding things. Oh, we need more rubber. Oh, it's still going. Right, I need buckets. How many buckets do we have, chat? We need 4 buckets in total, but first we need to have a sleep. Buckets, 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 buckets. What? I could have sworn we had more buckets than this. I thought we had like 5 or 6 buckets. Because we were using it to make... Weren't we? We were using it to make our concrete. So we were using the steel ones. Did I use them to craft? There's one. Bucket of concrete. I don't know what to do with it, so I'm going to use it. Why can't I use it? I pour it on the ground. Aha, bucket of concrete. Glue. I'm probably going to head out. See you next stream. No worries at all, man. we won't be too far off this anyway. I'm wondering if I can just do this with the other ones. Let's have a see. Can I make bucket of glue in here? I can! Right, let's do that then. It might melt it up, but who cares? There you go. That looks dumb. 200. Oh, you're full, that's why. We need more sticky resin. Sticky resin? Or raw rubber dust? No, just sticky resin. Right, we need soldering iron or electric tree tapperoonies. And I think as well, after we've repaired our armor, we head back over to the miner and finish up the day by seeing if it's finished. It's going to be a big overhaul of the base in the next episode, I'm thinking. Because this is where we're going to need to start ramping things up. We need bigger power generation now. We need bigger batteries. We need bigger battery packs as well. It's going to be fun. We're not going to be in MV age, but we may try and... what's the words I'm looking for? Struggle our way into early MV. If we do manage to do that, I may try, you know, in between streams if I have the time. So I am looking after Lulu with her broken leg after all. If I do have the time, come in here, maybe mine a load of aluminum up. Everything bigger. Everything upgraded, not really bigger. If we can get some MV creation going, M3 power generation going, then we're going to be in a good spot. MV power generation would be absolutely golden. Right, how are we doing over here? Handful more plates, that's good. What have I done? Where's my mold? Why is it in here? How many sheets do we need? We need 8. There you go, we've made 10. Never mind. We have things everywhere. Right, you're at 1,000 now. Detect. No, it's saying actual buckets. That is ridiculous, right? Bucket. Iron plates. Simple as that. Let's get some iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I might have some iron plates. Or was it tin plates I had? There's another LV machine casing there. Iron plates. 6 as well. And a hammer. Right, if I put this there. It did use up those buckets, but that's fine. You done now? Hooray! Hi, I want to promote your channel. Well, I don't want you to promote me.
Welcome.
Right, you there? Any reason why this is wrong? Any reason at all? It's a soft mallet. That's fine. I can accept that. New boots. Where'd the other soft mallet go? There we go. Pollution will not affect us now. It means we can't jump, but that's fine. I am happy with today, I think. I'm happy. It's been a good day. Right, let's quickly check this steel inside of this. This is 50 seconds with a lot of energy. Total, it takes 120,000 EU to go just from steel dust to steel. That's not worth it, actually. That's really not worth it. I'd rather have just this on a timer out here. Yeah, let's do that. I ain't fishing anything while I'm here. We actually don't need to make any more glue. Well, chat. For now, I think that's probably going to have to be the end of stream. You are all absolute living legends, every single one of you. I really appreciate every single one of your faces here today. I need to really figure out this. Guys, it's been fun. It's been fun. We didn't do a lot. I said what I said. I said what I said. That's a fuck up. Where's my healing axe? Here it is. Pappy, do you even have the healing axe yet? So yeah, we have the EBF. We have all these other blocks. These blocks on machines, they're going to be ripped out. They're not going to stay here. We're going to find new homes for them now. We're going to have to actually build some sort of base now. I don't think I'm going to make all of this. I think I may expand the wall. We're going to move this pen. This pen definitely needs to move, but we probably need to do the wall all the way over here now. At least in line with our obsidian there, I think. So make that a bit bigger. We're going to want a bit taller. Or actually, I think we're going to want to start having pipes go underground. I may even... Here's a thought. Here's a thoughty thought. Shall we go for the advanced next stream? The advanced coal. Requires netherrack brick, hot netherrack brick, coke oven brick, infernal brick, advanced coke oven brick, and then advanced coke ovens. Sure, right. Well, it depends how quick it is. It depends how quick it is. If it can really quickly make charcoal, we may only need to make one. Or what we could do is just switch over, because we might be able to break down this coal coke oven here back into its brick form. Coke oven brick. Let's see. Coke oven brick. What's it called? It is coke oven brick, but that's a controller. No, it's not. Coke oven brick. I can extract it into the bricks. So I can dismantle one to basically upgrade one. I think we might do that next time. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Of course I have the healing, that's wonderful. And a better energy setup than you. Probably you do. But I'm further ahead than you. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. One question I have. Why is my 17th of September thing up there broken again? The SevTech server. This is something I need to talk very quickly. The community server. It is ready. It's technically ready. We could play it today. However, it's not been tested the world extensively. It literally, I've just got it to a working state where it could be whitelisting people. I haven't restricted anything or anything like that. I haven't set a border or anything like that. So it's all fair game at the moment. On Thursday, instead of Thief, do we want to play the server? Because we can. And we can all play together then. It's up to you guys. I'll put a poll in the Discord to see if everyone's up for it. But it's just a quick thought. No nerfs against me? Currently no, because it would take you so long to get to the point to have anything like that. I don't even know if RF Tools is in it, to be honest. Yes, it is. I know it is. But I don't know if the quarry's in it. The quarry may already be dismantled or disabled by default by the pack, because I don't think I used it. But that might be because I was playing Ages of the Sky. Anyway, guys, I need to go to bed now because I need to take Lulu to work in the morning because she can't drive. On Thursdays, I can't watch live. That's a shame. We're going to have a head start with you. But I'm going to put a poll on the Discord. You feel free to vote. Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord already, click the link down below. Until next time, guys. I don't need RF Tools to be nerfed. I can use things. All right. Until next time, guys. Take care.